Okay, I really like the frame, like the Last Supper.
Oh yes, yes, yes. On a trip to Milan a few years ago when I was promoting Cinderella. I saw it and I saw the real thing on the wall in that chapel, and it was so evocative and mysterious and rich. And she's so biblical in this story. Agatha Christie talks about the 12 and the jury of 12, that it seemed like, you know, at that point in the story where Poirot is saying, "Who is the traitor? Who is Judas?" It was a good image to have.
Yeah, and also it's like this type of movie doesn't make it anymore. Studios don't make anymore.
No.
And also, you're an actor's director because of theater, and you know you're like a classical director. So how does it feel to be like, you know, doing this type of movies which are very original, but nowadays?
Well, I have to applaud 20th Century Fox, because Emma Watts, who really came up with us, let us shoot it in 65mm, which is part of that tradition, the widescreen format, where not only do you have spectacle and scenery, Istanbul, the mountains and everything, but the landscape of the human face in a forensic crime procedural thing, where all of it is about, is he telling the truth, is she telling the truth, and you want actors who are going to do that so subtly, with, you know, that sort of body language that, you know, a blink makes you wonder, did Penelope Cruz just lie? Is Josh Gad really the murderer? Did Leslie Odom suddenly reveal that he wanted to kill Poirot or whatever? All with lots of subtle touches. So yes, the sort of the performance piece inside that sort of, for me, the influences is it's David Lean, it's John Ford, it's the big widescreen epic, and yeah, I think these days it's unusual, but Fox invited me and I said thanks very much.
How do you work with actors who had come from different backgrounds, from the theater, TV, movies? Is it hard for you as a director?
I find I meet with them first. I try and understand whether they like to rehearse a little, a lot, not at all. What the process is. You understand it when suddenly Johnny Depp and Michelle Pfeiffer both show up 3 months early to spend 3 days just in a room this size doing the clothes, just investigating the clothes. Then you know there's a lot that they need to get together ahead of time, which is exciting because you see the role build. And then there are other people. Judi Dench likes to be very, very relaxed. As soon as we say cut, there's lots of laughter, lots of sort of hysteria, and you find a way to let those things sort of join together, and you try and be sensitive to all.
And also the movie, although it's framed on a train, it has a lot of movement, the fluidity of the camera. You know, you have this cenital, you know, shots. You have the double glass shots.
Yes.
So you're trying to work outside of what is expected to be a close case.
Very much so. We wanted to make the environment feel as though it was also moving, and as soon as you do go high and above inside a train, it feels forensic and unsettling, and it's a thriller, so it must mean something. So it has the audience leaning forward, and you are constantly trying, as the characters in the story are, they're unsettled because they're under suspicion. A brilliant detective is asking them whether they committed a murder. It is literally a matter of life and death. So we wanted to find that agitation in the cinematic style.
What do you think you brought to the Poirot character?
I hope that we went for his kindness and his compassion, a more robust quality, you know, somebody ready to sort of roll his sleeves up, and but someone who was for whom it was a painful kind of part of his personality to be locked into this obsessional behavior. Eggs that have to be exactly the same size every morning, even numbers on the cabins or the rooms he might sleep in. All of that, you know, carries a sort of sadness for him. As he says, that kind of part of his personality, it makes most of life unbearable, but it is helpful in the detection of crime. So I think there's something humane in there, and still funny about this man, because he loves small things. He loves his Dickens. He loves his puddings. You know, he knows how to he knows how to smell the roses. He just doesn't get much chance to do it.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.